So I got a notification from one of the members saying look into SYTA. I looked into it. I think it's super bullish. I think these merger plays have been hitting like hot sauce lately. So we have to keep on trucking with these plays. So why do I like this play though? There's a ton of mergers out there every day. But what makes this specifically a good merger play? Well, let's just say when they did the announcements. If I'm looking at this Fibonacci currently, I'm using the daily based on this current price. It's around 385. So this Fibonacci already tells me that this can potentially go up to 14 based on the average for the last 255 trading days. So that's indicative of to me that okay, there's potential here. But here's also you got, if you can see here, I'm going to extend this screen out a little bit to you guys. But look, you got here doji, red candle. This is all on the EMA 220. This EMA 20 has been up, sloped down, gone back up, hitting here. If you see a green candle appear, followed by another green candle, hitting up to this golden zone, like I said, you can ride that up to $14. This has a potential $14 profit play. So that's around 300%. But why do I like this play here? They are merging. The potential of the merger is going to be up to $160 million with Core Gaming. Core Gaming will own 90%, like it here, 90% of the combined entity, with Legacy SYTA retaining at least 10% of the potential stock dividend. This is closing at the mid or to end of quarter two. So if you guys know what quarter two is the end of June. So we don't have much longer. We have about 3 weeks roughly. Here's the thing. There is no requirement for a public announcement of the closing date in advance. So they don't have to tell us when this could be. So this could be any time. People are theoretically saying, well, this isn't going to happen next week. This, according to the filings in the SEC on a Form 6K, you don't have to make a formal announcement of when this merger is going to actually be done by. You can give a rough estimate like they did with the end of quarter two, but they don't have to give you an exact date. Why don't they give you exact dates? Because they don't want to ruffle any feathers if there's a certain abnormalities or hiccups along the way of finalizing this process. So this is why I believe they have not gave a date yet, but the end of quarter two. And so we'd only have 3 weeks of that. They already having this, they already had the agreement between both parties. Here's the intricacies of it. Aligning to a goal to realize $100 million in revenue and achieve profitability in 2025. So they already want to achieve profitability, almost $100 million in revenue. But they also here, what we have to watch out for is the finalized of the effective date. So we could be any time. Post-merger financials and operational plan. That means their vision statement. And name change and ticker update. And the execution of the stock dividend clause. So what would be the requirements for the new shareholders coming from the other company to this company? What is going to be dished out for the dividends, because this stock does want to dish out dividends, a special dividends to its shareholders. So they're going to have a special dividend clause within their 6K, and it's going to be black and white by that time. But here's why I also like this play here. The CEO of SYTA came on X. He did a question and answer. He was doing an interview. I think that's him showing it and telling everybody, hey, we're getting ready to rock. Pay attention to this one. This could definitely be a 200% or 300%. Or just look at what it did. On May 19th, it jumped all the way to 864. May 22nd, it jumped all the way to 888. So 888, that's $5 higher than where it would be right now. So that's 150%er. So let's run it. Let's do it. Come over to the Discord. It's $10.99 a month. We're doing a lot of plays. We constantly have due diligence plays going on there. We don't just alert and tell you why we alert. We if you ask questions, we answer them. We're very open and transparent here, and we hit extremely well. We have a lot of, like I said, we have a lot of due diligence plays, especially like the plays like this, where we can get to the filings. Most people don't ever get to the filings, and they wonder why, they've lost money, because they're totally reliant and dependent on StockTwits and Weeble to be able to get their information when there's a lot of FUD out there. So don't rely on that. Go into the filings. Rely on people like me to get into the filings and be able to interpret for you. Also, subscribe to the YouTube. I do a lot of due diligence plays in there. You can go through the past plays. They've been hitting. They've been going nuts. But also, it helps me out because I know that people are not only interested, but they're willing to wait on what I have next for plays. So it drives me to keep looking, keep pushing forward. Don't be one of those people that just take and they don't ever just give back. It's free to subscribe to the YouTube. It really helps out, like I said. So I appreciate you guys, and let's make some money on SYTA. You guys have a nice day, and let's do it.